guys, welcome to Madera Farms. My name is Amelia. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure to turn on the notifications so you get notified anytime a new video comes out. Today we're going to be talking about 5 things to do to start your micro bakery. I have been doing this for 3 years now. I'm baking bread. Baby's right here. But most recently I started to sell it wholesale. And that is a huge opportunity. Today I had a very important meeting with a local baker who is very well known in our area, very closely tied to the Italian community, which I am as well, which is a perfect match. But I wanted to give you some tips on how to get started. And this is going to be more specific to how to get started with a micro bakery and then sell it wholesale. So the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure that you are honing your skill. You want to have the best product possible and you want it to look really nice. The packaging has to be nice. We talked about packaging in the last video, so if you need a refresher on that, I'll put it wherever that card goes up here so you guys can watch that video. But packaging has to be nice. You have to know exactly what your customer is wanting. So for me, I know the location that I just went to, they sell pepperoni balls, they sell pepperoni bread that they make right there in their bakery. What they don't offer is sourdough bread. So I knew right off the bat that I needed to give them a plain loaf of sourdough bread for them to test out because they don't care about inclusions. They don't want pepperoni. They do that already. So they want just the sourdough bread. And so that's what I did. I baked them 3 loaves of really nice bread. It was beautiful. I made it very simple, no extreme scoring, nothing, just very, very simple. And it was perfect. It's exactly what they were looking for. So the first thing that you need to do when you are starting a micro bakery and you are going to pitch to a retail location is you need to know what they want. So if they are a location that's maybe a cafe or a coffee shop, you're probably not going to be taking them a pepperoni loaf. If it's a coffee shop, they're going to want either a plain or maybe something with a little bit of sweetness in it, like a honey nut, something like that. You need to know exactly what you're taking there. So the next thing that you're going to do, you're going to want to make sure that you are talking to the person who is going to make the decision. You don't want to go in with no one to talk to and you're just saying, here's a loaf of bread, try it, here's my card, let me know. You need to have some sort of connection, whether you've been there before and you are a customer of theirs, whether you know someone who knows someone and you're able to get their phone number and talk to them beforehand. You never want to go in blind. The reason for that is because there's so much noise out there. There's so many people doing so many different things. If you go in with just a loaf of sourdough bread and you don't get to talk to anybody, the chances of them actually reaching back out to you are pretty slim. You might get that customer, you never know, but you really want to make that connection because they're going to buy into your story. So when I went today, my dad knows the owner. I was able to talk to the owner. They gave me a tour of their facility, which was absolutely amazing. I was talking to him. I was talking about all of the things that we're doing and how I have sourdough starters, how long I've been doing it, and kind of giving him the reason why I'm like pursuing this. And we were able to make like a personal connection that honestly was great. And he actually sent me home with a ton of their goodies. He sent me home with a 60-pound bag of flour. Going to move forward. We just have to figure out logistics, but there are reasons why you want to talk to that person. There's a reason why they started what they're doing. They have a why behind it, whether they were raised in that bakery, whether they want to source local goods for someone. There's a reason why they're doing that. So make that personal connection is going to be your key to getting into any retail location. And the third thing you're going to want to do is follow up. So like today, I met with him at 10, took the tour, talked, all the things. And then I am going to reach back out to him at like 3 o'clock today. Just shoot him a text and say, it was really nice to meet you. I hope you enjoy the bread and I look forward to working with you. Something super short. And I think that goes a long way because if you don't reinforce what you just talked about or they don't hear from you again, they're going to eat the bread, they're going to love it, but they're probably just going to move on because everyone is so busy. And you can understand that, like you empathize with that. But you want to stay at the top of their mind, not be like a needy girlfriend, but You want to stay at the top of their mind so that they're thinking, okay, how can we make this work? And I think that's huge. All right, the fourth thing is once you have closed the deal, once he, she, whatever you're working with, once they have committed to selling your goods, you want to make sure that you are delivering on time a great product, and you want to make sure that you have no delays. If a delay comes up, because life happens, you want to make sure that you make them very aware as soon as you know something's not going to be right, or let's say one of the kiddos got sick. Stop. That happened to me, and I just had to, hey. I just had to call and let them know. Stop. I just had to call and let them know that my delivery is going to be a little bit late because I had to get my mom to come pick up the bread so that she could deliver it. This is real life. I got dirty dishes, kids screaming. But I think this information is really important, which is why I'm fighting through all of this to tell you guys. The last thing that I think that is so important, you've closed the deal, you've done all the things, is to maintain a really good relationship and keep at it. Once you get that deal, you never want to just take it for granted. You want to make sure that you're constantly updating things. You're constantly, you can have it. You're constantly giving them new options. So what I usually do is start out with plain. Plain is an easy go-to for people. Stop it. And then what I do from there is I will say, let me bring you a loaf of our rosemary sea salt so that you guys can give that a try and see what customers think. And you will just build on that. And then from there, you can make other connections with other businesses. Would you knock it off? What do you want? What do you want? And then you can make other connections and move forward. So I hope these tips are really helpful. I know today is a quick video, but obviously I have my hands full. But I wanted to share this stuff with you guys because I think it's so important, and it's an easy way for you to manage how to manage getting into these retail locations. And you don't have to sell hundreds of loaves. That's another thing that I think is a huge misconception. You think in order to sell wholesale, you don't need to make hundreds of loaves. You can simply make 10, 5 loaves, 6 loaves, and that will be just your foot in the door, and then you build from there. I hope you guys have an awesome day, and we will catch you in the next one. Bye, friends. Bye.